using Lynn's work and applying it to Clear Sky, that's really about really digging deep and looking at organizational mindset around scarcity. And I use the archetypes in the center as a way to dig deeply into people's behaviors and patterns. And the 8 archetypes are based on Jung, but Jung never talked about money or money types. So this was a development from Deborah Price of the Money Coaching Institute that I worked quite closely with. And this is based on work from being in the trenches with people, you know, sitting down and having those conversations with them, hearing the pain, hearing the wounds, hearing the hurt. So the 8 archetypes are kind of the shorthand way of understanding our own individual behaviors around money. So the archetypes, just very quickly, are part of the collective unconscious. And the collective unconscious is the fast experience of human experience through the ages. And we have all these archetypes inside us. And it's just a question of who has the most speaking part, right? So, and it's a great, in Clear Sky, we name them, oh, look, the innocent archetype's coming up, you know, what do you need to do? What's the strategy to go from that to the warrior? So we have a language that we can talk at Clear Sky so that we don't end up ignoring our financial bottom line. And again, these archetypes, they're not about your personality. They're not fixed. They're just tendencies towards certain patterns and behaviors. So I just, rather than go through all of them, I just wanted to give you a few examples of stories that really turn things around for Clear Sky that you might identify with. At the beginning of Clear Sky, we did our first budget, but we didn't do our first budget until, gosh, I mean, two or 3 years in. And we were full of energy. We were buying things right, left, and center. The people were coming, it was busy, but what we did is we hired a consultant and did a break-even analysis and discovered that we weren't even breaking through. We were actually running at a loss, a huge loss actually. And what was happening is that the fool archetype was kind of driving the organization. And the fool archetype, again, it's not you, it's not the person's personality, it's just a behavior. There was a lot of fool at that time. Joseph Campbell would say the magician and the fool in many ways have much in common. But the fool is willing to get out there and make money and ideas and opportunities, but they're not willing usually to do the research. Right? And they tend to be impulsive, and they tend to leak money in ways that they don't even understand, or the organization doesn't understand. So yeah, so hiring the consultant and finding out that we're running at a loss was bringing in the warrior and slowing the fool down. So, you know, you can imagine the changes we made after learning about that.